All right. Hey, what is up? This is Robert Sinclair, Squib, artist, painter guy. What's up, people? Um, haven't done a video in a bit. Um, I guess last one might have been like my drawing and talking kind of deal. But I got some work. Um, I have kind of been on a break since August. And so that's, going on 2.5 months without a lot of painting, a little bit here and there, but not like I've been. And I got some work that I had left, that was close to finish, but wasn't finished. Now I'm back and I'm like, got a bunch of these paintings that are ready to sew up, So that's a good feeling. It's a good situation to be in. This one here is finished. I posted it on Instagram. Robert Sin _ Claire is the handle there. This one I called Solo. I don't know, just because there's like a solo figure in this painting. And it is very much to the edges. It's very big. I was thinking about calling this one Idol, but I didn't feel like going with that kind of religious icon thing. So it is like a icon to me in the sense of like all my drawings are in a way, like they're like glimpses, sort of my interpretations, if you will, my human body, mind ability to create something that I believe is other. So this is one of those. So they all are kind of, they're not, I don't think it's not such a big deal like an idol, like you have it in your room or something, but it does connect anybody, to the other, in my opinion, because that's my experience. And if someone else sees it, they see my experience. If they appreciate it, then they can have a similar experience. So anyway, this one's done. I like it. Very loose. Some of the background, especially going into the painting, there's a different sense or attempted by me to create a blend, a diffusion, if you will. I don't know what else, like just a blending. The figure is immersed in the background. It's not like on top or superimposed on the background. It's blended in, and like the visuals, paintbrush strokes, colors around it. That's part of my kind of thing I talk about, which is, that's what reality looks like if you are without a body, say. But then again, you ask, how do you know what it looks like if you don't have eyes? Because you don't have a body. You don't see when you're in pure consciousness. That's what this is, a vision of, a view of the real reality of what is, this is a real reality, but this is the real important reality. Anyway, so that's that. This is this one. Now, next one is just about finished as well. I got two other ones actually that are just, this one I think is finished and I just need to shoot it. So we'll do this one first. Don't really have a title for this one. Let me go look, make sure this thing's centered. Good enough, yeah. So this one, I guess maybe two figures, because you have these two drawings that are they're the same drawing, obviously handled in a different way. This one being smaller is meant to, create a sense of depth, perspective in the painting. This is right up in the front and in front of everything that's in the background. Not sure if the background has any dimensional quality to it or if it's just flat. Doesn't really matter. I think it carries that effect anyway, regardless. And then you have the trees, which I have used before, and are very kind of like they're like you talk about I talked about an icon. These are like sort of like an iconic vision in what I think, like what I do is the real reality, the reality of pure consciousness, the visual reality of pure consciousness. And I understand that it is a impossibility. You can't see when you're in pure consciousness, you're just in pure consciousness. But I like to believe like this is what you see. Say you're a soul going from one body to another when you die. This is kind of stuff you see. I don't know. Or it's implanted on you, or it's just part of the visual landscape, even though there is no visual landscape. So anyway, this is, I don't know. what else can I say? I just kind of started it again with one of these abstract drawings, like underpainting drawings. I've talked about those, and they just kind of create a similar feeling as the main image symmetrical drawings, but in a much different way, in a looser way, in a more kind of a gross way, like a bigger way, like the rough way, the big form directing the composition, and then these kind of fit in and add to the composition. Those abstract drawings, I have a lot of fun with them, you know. I'm not going to make a painting like that. A lot of changes going on. I'm going through a lot of changes. So anyway, this is another painting. Very nice. I think it's called Two Images or something. Two Floating. Now this one is very, very close to finished. Like the last one. I think the last one is finished, but this one is a little tiny purple, dark purple touch up in the top area away from being finished. And this is insane, in my opinion. Like, what do we got? This is actually a painting that I painted over one of my students' paintings. And the painting that she did was much, 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 much different than this. But basically it was like an offering table for the deceased, or, sort of a Day of the Dead kind of thing maybe. And there was a ribbon, a curtain kind of banner hanging outside, like at some table was there. There's a table and there's these objects on the table. There's the salt pile and there's the Day of the Dead kind of imagery there that was there, and I turned it into my own skull, played with oranges, different things, and that I just incorporated into this kind of strange abstract kind of painting. Right, it was there before I even plopped this on here. I believe, gosh, I can't remember. I might have just plopped this right on top and then worked the whole thing at the same time. I think that is what happened. And I don't know whether that story is important or not, me painting over the other painting. I don't know, and I don't really care, because this is a whole different painting, and it has those connections, true, but they're not, I'll tell you about them, but they're not like, oh, this is what's most important about this painting. This painting is insane. So we got orbs going. We got this odd kind of blending of colors. They're not like real. They're kind of toned down a little bit. Just the whole circular movement with this white drawing in the middle I think it's just a really happening painting. All right, so we'll take this down, and here's another one. This one's different. This one's a horizontal one. The last three have been vertical. This one needs some work. It's maybe needs a good amount of work. Not a ton, but what I have to do with this, what I like, once again, just like the last painting I showed you, I continue with this orb kind of thing. I have this type of thing in everything, the big 15 by 7 foot painting, and it's like just like a circle. It's like an energy thing, I guess, The more I go on and I'm more interested in pure consciousness, the less I start to care about anything other than pure consciousness, like science and the universe and all the great physical things in this Maya. It's like they're wonderful, but it's like I can't focus on them anymore as like main subjects, because they're just not important. I mean, they're there, and I guess they will come with the painting. So that's part of what art is. Like, I do think about what I'm doing, but I'm not like a conceptual artist that follows like an idea with certain instructions or what have you. So what I'm saying about the art is something that can kind of keep things free and moving and not so pinned down as my thought might become, and I'm looking forward to that, to be honest with you. But we'll see what happens with the art when that change occurs. I'm in the beginning of it now. So anyway, this one, too much going on here. I need to cut maybe like all of this out. Just have, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I was thinking of cutting something out here, but then that cuts out some of the drawing, and I cannot do that. So it's really, this stuff out here is really just going to go. And that way you're only going to have these two parts of the composition. This I relate to. This is so crazy, the painting in this, the way these things are like wrapped up. sort of like in Solo, but in a more clean, linear, painted way. So this is all going to go. I can see it clearly right now. And so I liken this painting to the battle, in the Bhagavad Gita. I don't know why. It just kind of turned into that because I listened to it so many times while painting, on YouTube. And so I forget what the battle scene is called. I'm not studied. It's not studied yet in Vedanta. So anyway, but we're looking forward to that. Yeah, I could call that battleground. Whatever that battleground's called. All right. Okay, next. This one is a total departure. Total different painting. And I'm not sure if I like it or not. I do like it. Of course I like it. But it's just so strange and different. It's very nice. It's very pretty. No doubt about it. It is a pretty painting. I don't know what's going on here. I'm having issues getting this in the center. Guess that's as good as I'll get. It's a great drawing. The purple is the drawing. The green is the interweaving other linear qualities. We'll call it a drawing that goes in and out of, behind and in front of the purple. And it's very wonderful. We love it. It's very good for interior designers. But I also, the drawing strength. It is a drawing that is sort of dedicated to a person. And I was thinking of her when I was painting this. And so I could call it her name, but I don't think I will. I don't know. It's all good. I'm thinking about adding black to this, like coming in with black in these areas and leaving that slight little bit of that bright green background. I think that's really what's going to happen. And then I'm just going to clean up the little connections and all the lines going over, and then I'll be done. It's a very point A to point B painting. That's why maybe I don't love it so much, because it's not as playful as some of the other ones. I can't do as many kind of spontaneous things with this the way it is. All right, I think that's about it. Maybe I don't know. I think that's it. I'll stop the video here. I have other little paintings, but these are good enough as a group to show and talk about. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paintings, was it? Yeah, 5 paintings. They're all the same size, either 30 by 40 or 40 by 30. All the verticals were 40 by 30. Last 2 are 30 by 40. So I like that size too. I want to make a painting the size of 4 of these canvases. So it'll be, 60 by 80 inches. Sounds great. That sounds like a great size for me. I might make a couple of them. All right, yo. Thank you. I'm going to have a website out soon. A friend of mine's working on that. It's going to be Robert-Sinclair.com. Robert-Sinclair.com. So I was thinking about my Instagram, and I can't use the same. I don't think you can use underscores in website titles. That's what the thing was with Robert-Sinclair. I decided on, because I couldn't use the same one as my Instagram one. So anyway, it's all good. Very happy. Don't know what I'm going to be doing really. I'm pretty sure I'm moving up to New York here in January. Maybe sooner. We'll find out. Maybe I'll wait longer. I really don't know. Life bridges or crossroads, yes, happening right now, and I'm ready for them. So I thank you very much for watching. Peace out. Go ahead and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Ho ho.